purpose of this brief video is to demonstrate the basic search and filtering features of the new Loyola University Library Catalog. The new catalog is a discovery system used to search all of Loyola's physical library collections, including books, journals, DVDs, etc. It also searches many of its online resources, including ebooks and many article databases. Please note that despite its breadth, the library catalog does not provide one-stop shopping for legal research. In particular, the library catalog does not search the content from any of the three major commercial providers, Westlaw, Lexis, or Bloomberg, except that searching the library catalog will provide links to electronic versions of texts available on Lexis Advance or Westlaw, and it will reveal titles of articles located in the Law Journal Library of Hein Online. The easiest way to search the library catalog is to use the search box located in the upper left-hand side of the Law Library homepage. Use the search box if you just want to run a basic search. In the next video, I'll show you how to take advantage of some of the library catalog's advanced features. One reason to use the library catalog to search for a text or treatise is that it provides a more comprehensive search than just trying to locate the text or treatise initially via one of the commercial providers like Lexis or Westlaw. If LexisNexis publishes a treatise, you won't see it when you search Westlaw, but you will find it using the library catalog, because the library catalog has a record for all electronic texts and treatises available in both Lexis and Westlaw. It's also important to keep in mind that not all texts are available through Lexis or Westlaw. Many important sources are only available in print. The Law Library Catalog is the best way to locate these. With this in mind, let's run a search. If you have the exact title for a text or treatise, the simplest thing to do is to enter it in quotation marks. Putting the words in quotation marks tells the search engine that you are searching for the exact phrase. More often than not, though, you won't be exactly sure of the title, or you won't have 100% of the whole title. For example, your boss might tell you, just go look at modern tort law. So let's begin there. I'll enter the words modern tort law in the search box. For demonstrative purposes, I'm not going to use quotes. So here's the search results screen. The first thing you'll notice across the top of the screen is that you now have a new search box in gray with a number of options. Across the top of the search box, you'll see three tabs for the three different collections to which you have access. You'll notice that a basic search defaults to books, articles, and more. This tab represents all of Loyola's collections, everything in print in any of the libraries, and any electronic access that we have to ebooks, DVDs, online journals, etc. As I said initially, this result set will include the title of journal articles from Hein Online, but it will not include journal articles from Lexis or Westlaw. If at this point you only wanted to see results from the Law Library, you could also click on the Law Library Collection tab. One anomaly with this system is that because Hein Online is hosted on Loyola's main campus servers, results from Hein Online will appear in a search of all collections, but will not appear in a search of just Law Library collections. In other words, if you choose the Law Library Collections tab, you will only be searching the Law Library's print collection. Most often, it's better to stay broad. So here you could restrict your search to a particular type of material if you were, say, interested primarily in books. You can also specify how you want your terms to appear. So if you haven't used quotes in your search, you can do the equivalent by searching for the exact phrase. Finally, you can specify where you want the search terms to appear. So for example, if you know that you're looking for the words modern tort law in the title, you can specify that here. I'll talk more about these advanced features in the next video. Anyhow, when I run the search for modern tort law without quotes, I get more than 2,700 results. Remember, these results come from all of Loyola's collections. For what it's worth, if I had entered the phrase with quotes, I would get about 1/5 as many results. You'll notice that these results are sorted by relevance, though I can change that. If you quickly scan the first page of results, you'll see that they include print items in the Law Library, texts from online databases, and journal articles. We'll take a closer look at the records themselves in just a moment. First, let's talk about the results filtering options. An alternative to refining your search is to filter or narrow the search results themselves. On the left-hand side, you'll see a common list of filters and restrictions. So, if I'm only interested in print material, I can immediately restrict my search results to just those available in the library. I can also restrict to results from a particular library. You can also filter by publication type, publication date, subject, author, and more. The system even suggests possible searches. And if you're interested in seeing results from libraries other than Loyola, you can expand your search to see those as well. Now that we've taken a quick look at the possible filters, let's look at the search results themselves. Again, you can see that we have a physical copy of Modern Tort Law in the Law Library. In addition, we have access to this title online here through Westlaw. The records that appear in between are for older editions of the print title. So let's take a closer look at the records themselves. So here's the record from the first result. This is the record for the print edition of Modern Tort Law, Liability and Litigation, 2nd edition. The first thing that you see here is the short record. This is the same information that appears on the results screen. The short record tells you briefly in which library and within what collection the item is located. In addition, the short record gives you the title's exact location on the shelf. So here, the physical item is located in the Law Library, in the main stacks, at call number KF1250.L44. Below the short record, each print record has 3 tabs with more information. The Get It tab contains more detail about the item itself. Here, for example, you'll see that Modern Tort Law is in fact a 5-volume set that was most recently supplemented in 2015. The reason this is called the Get It tab is that here is where you want to go if you wanted to get an item from one of the other Loyola libraries, assuming the item circulates. So, for example, if this title were in the Cudahy Library and you wanted delivered to the Law Library for pickup, you could log in, enter your Loyola username and password, and request that the item be delivered to the Law Library. You'd then receive an email notification when the book was available for pickup. The Details tab contains the full bibliographic record for an item. You'll notice here that if you are interested in seeing all titles by this particular author, you could click on the author's name, which is a link. The full record for an item also provides the Library of Congress subject headings for that item. You'll note that this link will search for all records in the catalog that have torts, United States as a subject heading. One other thing to notice here is that the catalog gives you the opportunity to link out to WorldCat, which is a master catalog of the holdings of all academic and many public libraries. If it turns out that Loyola's copy of the item you are interested in is checked out, one option is to go to WorldCat and request the title through interlibrary loan. Finally, you'll notice the Browse the Shelf tab. This tab allows you to see the records for the books that are closest to the title of the record that you're looking for. The Library of Congress classification system tends to proximately locate similar things, so this is another good way to look for similar items. So let's go back and look at the 4th record for Modern Tort Law. As I said before, you can see immediately from the short record that this is an online title. Because it's a different type of record than a book or set of books, the tabs are different. Here, the View Online tab is the equivalent of the Get Item tab we saw before. If you click on the View Online tab, you will be brought to a link to the item in its online home. Here, that's Westlaw. You'll need to log on to Westlaw to view the item itself. So that's a basic overview of what you see when you run a simple search using the library catalog. The next video will cover advanced search features, and I'll talk a little bit more about some of the ways you can customize your search interface to use the library catalog in order to keep track of your library account. In the meantime, if you have questions, don't hesitate to contact us. We're always here to help.